Hey guys, I'm here in Chicago and I've made it to Mancuso Auto Art. That's where my Lamborghini has been stashed away, getting ready for its complete color change custom paint job. I'm really excited and I can't wait to show you the work that's being done on this car. But I gotta tell you why I came over 1,000 miles away here to get my Lamborghini's paint job done. And it starts with my good friend Alex Palmieri's, aka Legit Street Cars E55 AMG behind me. If you follow Alex's channel, you know that this is his prized possession, a 2003 E55 AMG with pretty much every single factory option, this awesome obsidian black metallic paint job, and a ton of great modifications. So when he was in a recent fender bender, one that destroyed the front fender and one that also scratched up the front door, he did a lot of research before he landed upon Mancuso Auto Art to repair this car. The front fender was replaced and repainted, the front door was repaired and repainted, and the fact that they didn't touch any other body panel on this car, there was no blending required, and it matches perfectly with the over 100,000 mile factory paint like you see on this hood here, is awesome. When Alex told me the quality of the work that was done at this shop and the sort of cars that they're working on, I knew I wanted my Lamborghini here. Talking about the other projects here, let me take you into their warehouse and show you some of the incredible things going on in there, and then we'll go into the body shop and we'll get to work on the Lamborghini. Now there is a ton of incredible cars, a lot of different variety here in the main warehouse, but did you guys think I was gonna walk right past this Scout? A very rare vintage SUV, something you hardly see anymore, and this is in incredible condition. Right next to it is this Land Rover Discovery that's right-hand drive, and right next to it is a Jeep Wagoneer. One Scout not enough for you? There's a second Scout pickup just casually hanging out right here. Now there's a ton to get to in here, but I'm gonna pick out some of the most unique things. It's gonna be tough because pretty much everything in here has a cool story, is really unique. And how about this right here? A perfect mint condition Land Rover Defender. It's getting tougher to find one of these in this good of shape, and this looks like a time capsule. It literally looks brand new. These Defenders are highly sought after, and again, to find one in this condition is very rare. Now sitting in the center of the warehouse are two cars that kind of show you the amount of detail that Auto Art puts into their builds. We have a custom wide-body Lancer Evo right here, and of course this full restoration Camaro SS with this beautiful yellow paint. Now I want to get up close here and show you how perfect this paint job is. This is exactly why my Lamborghini is here. When it comes to getting your car painted right, everything's got to come off. And you're going to see in a moment, my Lamborghini is in several different pieces. But when you are done, this is the sort of finish you can expect. And everything from the outside and even in, when we open up, the door jambs all match. Even between the weather stripping here is perfect. Everything about this car is awesome, and I love the custom Forgiatos. Now I was here when a lot of the work was being done on this wide body Evo, and when it comes to aftermarket body panels like this wide body kit, this stuff doesn't just fit right out of the box. There is a lot of hours that go into fitting these fenders perfectly. Obviously you see the color match on this car is gorgeous. It's perfect, but just check out the gaps in the door. This is tough stuff to achieve when you're working with aftermarket body panels. Again, my Lamborghini has an aftermarket front bumper and rear bumper, so we want to make sure it fits perfectly. And a lot of the times these fenders, they're not metal, they're not stamped like a factory fender. They're fiberglass, or maybe they're some sort of composite. So they've got to usually be reworked on the outside to make sure they're smooth. Again, just check out how smooth these are. They look like they came from the factory. Now, this has to be one of the most unique rides I've ever seen ever. A Ford Bronco, but check this out. This is a Margaritaville edition, and I love the seat inserts. How cool are these, the Parrot seat inserts. We've got the wooden steering wheel. I didn't even know this thing existed, and now I want one. It's like one thing cooler than the next here. Off in the distance, that looks like a regular Lexus GS, but it is not. This is an imported Toyota Aristo, and as you get closer, you can see that massive wide body that's on it, this stance setup, and let me show you the front end. This thing looks quite a bit different than your standard Lexus GS. Parked next to our S-Class coupe, we've got this beautifully restored Chevelle. Again, look at the paint quality, the paint condition on this thing. The interior looks pretty much new as well, followed by what I'm pretty sure is a 1995 911. I think a lot of this car is original and again in immaculate condition, but I want to know from you guys in the comment section more about this. Something I don't know a lot about. This is an old Chevy. Look at these wheels. They are massive. They got to be what, 24, 26 inches. And then of course we've got a V8 paired with this gigantic Borg Warner turbo. Now I could spend all day with you going over all these incredible cars, like the casual B6 Alpina that's sitting right there, or like the Ferrari 360 Spyder in the best color the Ferrari makes it, Rosa Corsa Red. But we're here to get the color changed on my Lamborghini. So let's head on over to the body shop and see how this incredible work is done. Let me take it over here. Ted is the man who just took this Lamborghini apart, and he will be doing pretty much all the body work to it before it hits paint. Ted, is there anything that's going to be a little bit more lengthy on this car before it gets to the paint?
The lengthiest part on this car will be just correcting the aftermarket fiberglass parts, making sure they line up correctly, make all the gaps nice and tight so it looks like it's a factory piece. One of the benefits to this car, since we're changing the color on it, will be we're going to leave the structural pieces black. It's going to look factory like a lot of cars out there. Some of the engine bays stay black, and it'll be easier and save us a lot of time. This car did not have any structural damage, it appears, so everything is straight. All the panels did line up fairly well. Just need a little minor tweaking here and there, which is normal on a car like that. But otherwise, yeah, it was in pretty good shape, and it'll be a nice car when it's color changed.
All right, this is gonna take a few weeks to get done, so I'm gonna let Ted get back to work.
Tag over here. Luckily these are just riveted on, so you just drill out the rivets, and later on we'll replace them with new rivets. There you go. Alright, so I noticed there's a little bit of corrosion over here. The aluminum started oxidizing, and it's basically like a rust on aluminum. So we're going to take care of that right now and sand it down, get it down primed up today. So as you can see, we took it all down to the bare aluminum, got rid of some of that corrosion. Unfortunately, there's still some pitting over here, you can see. So we're going to put a product down on that's got some anti-corrosion properties, and hopefully that'll solve the problem.
quarter. How bad was the quarter? How good was the quarter? Obviously, you had to do a little bit of work to it.
So it wasn't the worst, but it did need a little bit of correction on it. It didn't line up to the bumper very nice. The bumper was sticking out, so what we did is we shaved it down, kind of like what we did on the other side. This side was a little worse because it got hit, but again, we corrected all the body lines, made sure all the lines, you know, follow through on the bumper. They're nice and crisp. And we corrected the gaps over here, so now it's nice and flush, and it looks like it never got hit.
That's the one thing I noticed more than anything, is this gap here. The quarter to the bumper is incredible. How smooth you got this edge. I mean, I saw in the video, everybody saw how you laid the fill on top of it all and then kind of cut it.
It's a little time consuming, but it's almost like an art form, you know? You really gotta take your time with it to make it look good.
I really don't want to even
completely
believe
worth
that, yeah, this is your work. This is a tiny little layer of fill, and that edge, I mean, look at the edge, it's perfect.
Yeah, the whole point is for it to be just seamless and nice and smooth all the way across. Nice fine line, so it's nice and tight, and it looks factory.
Ted has put in a ton of hours making sure that our rear bumper is perfect, and he's still not finished. Even these inside edges and contours, ones that you won't even really see looking dead on straight at the car, he's making sure they're flat and smooth, because everything is done here with perfection. Now, if we come around, that is not my convertible top. That's this Porsche's convertible top right here. My convertible top is still in the car. These are, though, the Lamborghini doors that do not open like Lamborghini doors, but these have been completely disassembled. There's no glass in there, and that's because they're going to paint in the trim here on the doors. So remember that Camaro I showed you earlier? When you open the doors, everything is going to be color matched to the new color. The bodywork is pretty much set on our quarter panel here, and the entire car has been taped off because Ted shot a nice layer of some primer over the front bumper, which when you feel the surface of the bumper, you don't feel any more waviness. This is really smooth, but it's not quite done yet. He's still got to sand this primer smooth, make sure there's no other little imperfections, and then we'll be one step closer to paint. I can't believe that on both sides there was corrosion on the aluminum here. See where the bit of primer is? That was all corroded up. It's all gone now because Ted ground it down. But could you imagine a 10,000 mile car The aluminum was already corroding in a random spot down there in the door jambs. Getting the color change on my Lamborghini is easily one of the most outlandish things I've ever done with a project rebuild car, but I am super excited about it because that boring black paint needed to go. This is going to be awesome when it is finished, and I can't wait. Make sure you're following not only me, but Mancuso Auto Art on Instagram, because as progress is being made on the Lamborghini, it's going to be posted up there before it goes live here on YouTube. I want to give a huge thanks to Mancuso Auto Art for not only taking on this project, but also for letting me go around and film some of the other cars that they're working on. I mean, they really work on everything, guys. Right behind me is a Lexus. Right next to it is an old classic with a handful of body panels off. It looks like a Chevrolet. Then there's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. There's a Dodge Ram. And behind that wall, there's an exotic car so special, I'm just not allowed to tell you what it is. They really do work on a wide range of cars here, and keep it in your mind that if you ever are in need of collision work, there is no reason to go anywhere less than the best, especially when your insurance company is paying for it. Don't be given a list of recommended local providers. Take your car to a good shop like Mancuso Auto Art, because you know the job is going to be done as perfect as it can be, and the work is always guaranteed. Now, I want to give a huge thanks to each and every one of you for watching today, and I will catch you very soon.